Hi guys, Amit here, and today we will be looking at the difference between two for loops in JavaScript, that is for in loop and for off loop. So basically these two for loop statements can be used to iterate over innumerable iterators such as objects and arrays, but there are some key difference between both of them. So we will be looking at those differences and how both of these statement differentiates from each other. So first we will be looking at how for in loop works. So for that, let's say I have this car object where it has two properties, that is brakes and tires. So let's see how we can iterate over this object. For this we will be writing for in loop, and it will be like for then let I in car. Here I is a variable where each iteration will get assigned, so that we can use it in the for loop. And now we will be console logging that particular variable I, where console I. So as you can see, the for in loop, by default the for in loop iterates over the key of the object, or you can say array. So in this case we have got keys from the car object, that is brakes and tires. So by default the for in loop iterates over the keys. So if we want to get the values, we would need to do something like this, and there you have the values of both the properties. And now let's see what happens when we try to loop it using for off loop. So we will be replace in with off over here. So as you can see, we have got a type error, car is not iterable. This is because for off loop cannot iterate over objects. For off loop can only iterate over arrays and maps and so on. So that's the first difference between for in and for off loop, that is for in loop can iterate over arrays and objects, whereas for off loop can only iterate over arrays and not objects. So that's the first difference between both of them. Now let's see the second difference, and for this we will be using an array, regular array, that is I will be using, let's see, I have this array red, green, okay. And let's see how this will be iterate, how we should iterate it using first for off loop. So for that, let value of colors, and we'll be console logging it, console log value. And similarly we will be for using for in let key of colors, and similarly key. So as you can see over here, in case of for off loop, it by default it iterates over the value values of an array, of the array. So we have got over here, that is value of the array, red, green and blue. And in case of for of loop, it iterates over the keys of the for in loop. Okay, sorry, it's for in loop. Okay, so in case of for in loop, it by default iterates over the keys of the array. So in this case we have got indexes of the array for different values, that is 0, 1 and 2, and that, my friend, is the second biggest difference between both of these loops. So you would need to consider in what scenarios should you should be using according to both of its characteristics. So in my opinion, for off loop is the best option to use in most of the cases, because because the for of loop is iterating over keys, and when you have keys you can always get the values for the particular property, while in this in case of for in loop you would only get the values, so it wouldn't be more beneficial. But in cases where you would only working with values of arrays, you can certainly choose to use for in loop. So yes, this is the these two are the biggest differences between both of these four statements in JavaScript. So that's about it, and that's about it for this video. And if you like this particular video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.